Goddamn. Oh man. Yeah. Yeah. Looking for.
Yeah. Yo, 17 in the clip blowing her.
What's up, guys? How are you guys doing today, y'all? We gonna start off every vlog high energy. You feel me? High energy. Before we start this video, I need y'all to do a couple things for me. There's a couple things y'all can do that for me. I need you to like, comment, share, subscribe, y'all. Do what you guys do best. If you are new to Breezy Gang, if you're new to DBreezy vlogs, you know what I'm saying? Hit that subscribe button for me. You feel me? Hit that thumbs up button for me, guys. I need you guys to hit that thumbs up button for me. Because one, it helps my YouTube algorithm so much and it helps more people see these videos. It helps me get further in life and further with YouTube. You feel me? So, do me that solid and smash that like button. You feel me? Now, before we get into this video, title and thumbnail, we're going to be talking about the hardest bikes to wheelie in Bikelife. You feel me? Last video, I made the easiest bikes. I'm saying those are the easy Johns. You feel me? Now, we're gonna be talking about the hard bikes to wheelie. You know what I'm saying? Like those bikes you can't just get on and be like, "Oh, I got this." Nah, them bikes that make you think twice. The bikes that make you make sure that you got your skills together before you even attempt to hop on it. You mean? Those are the bikes we're going to be talking about, y'all. And before the last video that I post, probably like a video or 3 videos ago, I talked about my funniest falls, yo. Go check that out. That video is super funny. There's some OG videos on there. Back to when I didn't know how to wheelie. And then when I was learning how to wheelie. And even when I did know how to wheelie, y'all, I was still out there busting my ass. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm the best, but it happens to everybody. It happens to the best of us. You feel me? But let's get into the video. We're going to be talking about the hardest bikes to wheelie. Now, number 1 on this list, this isn't just any bike. And it's not even a bike. It's a 4-wheeler. You know what I'm saying? Everybody should know the type of 4-wheeler I'm talking about. That big old 2-stroke 4-wheeler. Everybody say it with me on 1. On 3, everybody say it with me. 1, 2, 3. A Banshee. You mean? It's one of the hardest bikes to wheelie. Is a freaking Banshee, y'all. A 4-wheeled Banshee. You know what I'm saying? That takes 2 of everything. Has 2 pipes. You need 2 spark plugs. It got 2 pistons. You know what I'm saying? That's an insane bike to wheelie because the Banshee is so unpredictable. Like anybody that rides them, like y'all can ask the top Banshee hitters. You feel me? I've never rode a Banshee personally. You know what I'm saying? I've always been offered to, but and I was like, all right, bet, I'm gonna ride it, but it just never happened for me. You feel me? It just, like I said earlier, it makes you question your skills. So that's probably why it never happened for me. You feel me? Banshees have a mind of their own. Banshees have a mind of their own, y'all. Like, if a Banshee say it's gonna do this, it's gonna do this. If the Banshee say, I wanna flip us. I want us to crash into something. I want to kick in the power band right now. That's what the Banshee is going to do because you can't tell the Banshee what to do. Nobody can control the Banshee. The Banshee does what the Banshee does. You know what I'm saying? The Banshee does what the Banshee does. The Banshee is literally a person, a bull, a wild horse, a Tasmanian devil. There's no controlling that freaking animal. Guys, so the people who own a Banshee who kill them, John, no hands, all the tricks. Like my guy, straight up 631, he fucking kills the Banshee. You know what I'm saying? But even he'll tell you, like, that Banshee ain't nothing to play with. It'll make you test your skills. It'll make you question yourself. You feel me? I know it makes me question myself. You mean? But that's just one of the bikes that we got on the list today. It's the Banshee. The king of the 2-strokes. The king of the 2-stroke 4-wheeler. The king of the 4-wheelers, y'all. Fuck all that. Number 2 on this list, y'all. Now, some people beat on these bikes in a good way. They know what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? That bike is cake to them. But even those people will tell you that bike still ain't nothing to play with. Guys, we're talking about a 450 dirt bike. Specifically, like I said, my favorite, I'm a Yamaha guy, a WHEELIE 450F. You know what I'm saying? Looks directly identical to the WHEELIE 250F, but the 250F is still the little brother. You know what I'm saying? That big old 450, that big 450, guys, that bike is a lot of power. I've never wheelied a 450. I plan to very soon. But I did ride one before, guys, and this is back when I believe I had my 85. If y'all remember, my OG DBreezy fans, my DBreezy supporters, the OG, y'all remember my 85 when I was learning how to wheelie? And when I did, you know what I'm saying, when I was mastering my 85, y'all, I rode a 450. I rode my guy's 450. It was a KX 450. Guys, kickstart. Big old kickstart. Those bikes are a bitch to kick. And he let me ride it, and I'm like, I could probably wheelie this. You mean? Back then I wasn't a 4-stroke guy. Like, I hated 4-strokes. You mean? So I went to go take off, and as I'm just taking off regular, the bike just kind of like started to creep up on me, and I'm like, whoa. Whoa, like. This bike ain't nothing to play with, y'all. Like, let me go take this back to the owner before the owners fucking around and had to take me to the hospital. You know what I'm saying? That bike ain't nothing to play with, y'all. You don't just hop on a 450 thinking it's cool. I don't know what possessed me to think that me hopping off my 85, just learning how to wheelie. I'm talking about still foot down and all that. Thinking, I could wheelie this 450. Saying 450, 4-stroke. Bitch ass 4-stroke. I don't know what possessed me to think like that. When I got on that bike, I promise you, I fucking promise you, the bike almost put me on my ass in ways I can't explain. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a big bike. Even me trying to take it back to the owner, it was crazy, y'all. I got off the bike and I haven't touched a 450 since. You know what I mean? Not because I'm scared of it now. Like, guys, I want a 450. You know what I'm saying? I really want a 450. But back then, I don't know what the fuck I was thinking, guys. 450 is a huge bike. And a 450 will leave your ass pink if you do not know what you're doing. You feel me? For the people that do know what they're doing, there's a lot of 450 out there. My man's John. Everybody know Brat guys. They kill the 450 like it's nothing. They make it look like it's my 250. You mean? They make it look like it's a 250. So when I get a 450, y'all, stay tuned for that video. Stay tuned for the vlogs. Turn them post notifications on, y'all. But let's get into our next bike. And this bike here, y'all, a little bit bigger than a 450. You know what I'm saying? It's a four-wheeler. We're going to be talking about that Raptor. That big old Raptor 700. Guys, not no Raptor 400. Not no Raptor 450. You mean, we're talking about the Raptor 700, guys. That's a big-ass engine. That's a big-ass bike. That's some big-ass power. You know what I'm saying? I wheelied a Raptor 700 one time. This is when I actually did know how to wheelie, so my brake skills were on a beam, my clutch control was on a beam, my throttle control, I'm saying, was where it's supposed to be. But it still tested my skills in a way that I did not expect. I'm like, alright, Raptor 700. Alright, I'm saying, it's a four-wheeler. I'm saying, I got this. I went to go wheelie it, and the bike immediately threw me to the wheelie bar. I'm saying, I was standing up and everything. The bike immediately threw me to a wheelie bar. Now, there's some people out there who make that Raptor 700 look like a little 450 four-wheeler or a little 400 four-wheeler. You know what I'm saying? Those Raptors 700s, in my opinion, this is all based off of my opinion, y'all, are probably one of the hardest four-wheelers out there to wheelie because of the power delivery. It is so snappy, stock. You know what I'm saying? You do nothing to that bike. Right off the showroom floor, brand fucking new, that bike is ready to buck like a fucking horse, y'all. Like, I can't explain how scared I was returning this bike back to the owner. You feel me? And then when I got it up and I'm wheeling it, I didn't even want to do fast wheelies because it felt like no matter how fast I was going, it was still so snappy. The power was always there. You know what I'm saying? Ready to kick, ready to go. So I would do slow wheelies and pull the clutch in and then just play with the clutch and like feather the clutch. You know what I'm saying? I would do the slowest wheelies possible. So I was so scared to regular wheelie that bike. Like that Raptor 700 is a big bitch. And the guy who had the Raptor 700, he actually got rid of it and got a smaller bike. I think he got a 400 or 450 four-wheeler. Yeah. He's learning how to wheelie as well. So that's why he downgraded, guys. And ain't nothing wrong with downgrading to get your wheelie skills up. I did that countless times. You know what I'm saying? I had a 250, couldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? I had the 125, then went up to the 250, thinking that more power would help me. No. So I got rid of my 125 and went to an 85, then worked my way back up. You know what I'm saying? Like how you're supposed to do, guys. But the Raptor 700 is one of the hardest bikes to wheelie in Bikelife, especially for what we do. Like I said, there's people out there that do it. I'm not saying it's impossible, and they might call that shit easy, but guys, that 700 is nothing to play with. Now, guys, number 4 on the list. Number 4 on my list. It's not a big bike. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. It's not no 450, no 700, no Banshee. It ain't none of that. It's actually the opposite. It's the complete opposite of a big bike. We are talking about a 65cc dirt bike. Guys, now let me explain. A 65cc dirt bike is a hard bike to wheelie. No matter if it's the YZ65, the KX65, the KTM65, whatever 65. It's hard to wheelie because of the opposite of all the other bikes. It's because it doesn't have the power. Now, there's people that wheelie them. I'm not saying that it's impossible. I'm just saying it's a little bit harder. I mean, so it's a lot bit harder. I ain't gonna lie to you because the power isn't there. The gears are so much shorter. So it's like if you do get it up there, you gotta feather it. You gotta. You can't let it come down too far because you try to gas it, and it's not gonna come back up. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have the power to come back up. So it's really gonna test your wheelie skills because it doesn't have the power to come directly back up like how you want it. You mean? If you hit the brake, the back brake a little bit too hard, and it comes down a little bit too far, and you try to crack that thing back up, even in power band. You know what I'm saying? It'll come up a little bit, but it won't come back up to where you want it. And some people who can get it like that. Like there's some people that wheelie smaller bikes. A whole lot of people that wheelie small bikes, like 50cc bikes, like a little 50cc four-wheeler joints that I could pick up like this and move to the side. Like the guy 50 Dame, he demolishes his 50cc. He does tricks on the 50cc that I didn't know you could. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people out there who wheelie these little dirt bikes where you pick them up, move them to the side like it's nothing. You feel me? And he even said one time that is the hardest bike for him to wheelie. You feel me? You mean like people who wheelie these big bikes and stuff wouldn't be able to wheelie that little bike, those little bikes, because it takes more than just power coming up. It takes true skill and true balance to wheelie those bikes, y'all. So not only the bigger the bike, the harder, guys, but the smaller the bikes will be the harder ones to wheelie as well because they do not have the power to come right back up. You know what I'm saying? You really have to be in control and know your balance on those little bikes, y'all. But guys, those are the 4 bikes that I have for y'all. Drop in the comments if there's any bikes that I miss. I'm pretty sure there's bikes that I miss, bikes that's out there that's hard to wheelie also, or that might be even harder to wheelie. Drop in the comments down below what you guys think what some of the harder bikes are to wheelie, no matter if it's a bigger bike or a smaller bike. Let me know your opinions, y'all. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Do what you guys do best, and I will see y'all next video. We out.